everyone wants to know your thoughts, and you speak on this a lot, but what is habit stacking? How do you like to use it? Give us the deets.
Habit stacking is how I get my mornings and nights. So people will be like, I don't have 3 hours for a morning routine. Neither do I. I habit stack it. So I'm maybe not going to explain this as eloquently as I can. Read the book Atomic Habits for a more in-depth explanation. But basically, it's taking something that you're already doing and attaching another habit to it so you can get the most out of it. So to me, an example of that is I like to meditate. Well, if I'm meditating, I might as well put my feet up on the wall. And if I can sit in an infrared sauna, great. If I can't, can I sit on a PMF mat? Can I sit in front of red light? Can I put a red light mask on? Can I put on a fucking crystal eye mask so I can get some grounding? Just what can I do to make that meditation on steroids? Okay, so that's the first thing. I try, don't always hit it, to wake up before my kids at 6:30. They wake up at 7 on the dot. Sometimes 7:15 or 7:30 if I'm lucky, but I try to meditate at 6:30, 6:45, and I have all my shit to meditate right next to my bed. That's a habit stack. Then I have a habit stack for my morning. Like there's non-negotiables that I try to hit. Can I wake up, scrape my tongue, like drink my water while I'm making the bed and opening the shades? Those are habit stacks. Another habit stack that I do is every single time before I go to the gym, I make my mango amino acid in my water with Kion aminos, and I'll add creatine. And what's happened is because I'm already making a water for the gym, I've habit stacked on the amino acids, and then I've habit stacked on the creatine. If you told me take creatine, that's so ambiguous. Like, okay, like, am I really going to remember every day? But since I'm already going to the gym, which requires water, it's easy to put the aminos and the creatine onto that habit. So I'll give you another one. Brushing your teeth. You're going to brush your teeth every day. Why not do it in a cold shower and scrape your tongue first? Like when people are like, well, not everyone can have a cold plunge, but you can have a cold shower.
I do a cold shower.
Whatever you have, or like, I'll give you another one. You're doing a cold shower, add a dry brush in there. Just how can you optimize your time and get the most out of it? So everything for me is a habit stack. Even the way I lay my life out visually. So like I have like a wellness cupboard, and in the wellness cupboard is like the vitamin C Symbiotica next to the Ritual, next to the Just Thrive, next to the Athletic Greens. So like when I gotta go, it's just
It's an assembly line.
Yes. It's like if you have, let me break this down. If you have Athletic Greens like up in your pantry, and then you have Ritual on the other side of the room, and your vitamin C Symbiotica's upstairs, you're not going to be able to do that quick like an assembly line, like you said. So everything is like, how do you make this seamless? This is random. I'll have like my incense next to my candle, next to my lighter, so I can just like wake up and have like a nice little vibe in the morning. Little things that you can habit stack go a long way. Another way to do this is if you're going to do a sprint call, like I like to do with my team, maybe after that sprint call, every single time you get off the phone and you write down, I'm just making this up, what you have to do for that day. So right now I've just habit stacked talking with your team with a list of what you have to do today. And then maybe you go take a walk for 10 minutes. And after a while, what happens is your brain just starts to stack these habits and it becomes easier. Maybe you take your conference calls outside. Maybe you have a treadmill. Is it treadmill? How do you say
Treadmill.
it? Whatever. And you, for an hour in the morning, take all your calls on that. Finding ways to passively multitask without actually multitasking is the move to when it comes to optimizing your time. So that is what a habit stack is. I would love for you to speak more on that because you maybe can speak more micro.
Yeah, I mean, I think too, like just thinking about my day, and I'm your assistant and I'm Michael's assistant. So sometimes I'm, double barreling the day and it feels like there's not enough time. And, I get to control what time sometimes your calls and Michael's calls are. And so I'll even be strategic about it and be like, okay, well, Lauren's got a ton of calls from 1 to 3. I don't really need to be on a lot of those with video, so I'm going to go take a walk. Or I'm going to go, play fetch with my dog. I'm just standing there. I might as well take a call if I'm not on video. And then with Michael's calls, I tend to be on video more. So now I'm going to prep some food, fill up my water, take my vitamins, get things ready, and kind of set it up at my desk where I'm going to be stationed for the next, couple hours on Zoom. And, in between calls, I'm like, it is about kind of teeing yourself up for success. And I think that, again, like with a day as busy as mine, and, I'm still finding ways to like throw these things in. And again, wake up early or stay up late. I mean, as long as you are taking care of and, ticking off those things that are important to you, it really doesn't matter what time of the day it is or what, it's going to get done, and I'm going to feel so good laying my head down at night knowing I got my water intake in, I got my walk in, I got outside and saw the sun, and I got my job done.
I'm going to blow your fucking mind right now, too. Not yours. You already know this.
Go ahead.
But everyone's. The secret to this, too, is getting off your phone.
100%.
Okay? Let me blow your fucking mind. I am off my phone 2.5 hours before I go to bed.
Sometimes
guys,
you put
that
it in
is
airplane mode.
That is like sometimes it's fucking 7:30 at night or 8 at night that my phone goes away. It's on airplane mode in the other room. I don't usually touch my phone. Today I touched it at I want to say 9:30. Maybe sometimes I don't touch it till 11. Why people are getting fucked up is they're waking up and staring at their phone and looking at what everyone else is doing and reacting to all the text messages and going into their email and watching TikToks. So that's why you're not able to have a morning routine. That is my opinion.
It's so true.
Put the phone away. The phone is not out for me unless I'm listening to a podcast or, and you'll agree with this, I am giving someone else something that I need done.
Sure.
So if I need things done before 10, I'll hand off something to someone. I'll throw the football. And our team usually starts at 9, so I can maybe throw the football at 8:30 and then get off my phone. You will never catch me scrolling through TikTok and watching someone's Instagram stories. I don't watch people's Instagram stories really ever. I mean, I just find it to be a waste of time because you're not focusing on your own life.
You can go down a rabbit hole quick.
Yeah, I'm not, no, thank you. Like, it's just, I find it to be a waste of time, and I can't when people say they don't have time and people will ask me how I have time to read on Instagram stories. And I'm like, you just watched my Instagram story. That's 2 minutes of time. Add that up. Anyways, this is a different episode, I feel like. But get off your phone in the morning. If you want to listen to a podcast or an audiobook, great. I do that all the time while I'm making the bed. But don't scroll through your phone in the morning for at least 2 hours.
Yeah. And even if you think about it, in 5 minutes of scrolling, you could have done 100 air squats. Or you could have drank 3 glasses of water. Or you know what I mean? If you think about it like that, if you turn that time scrolling into practical things that actually will help you maybe be healthier, help you have a better mindset for the day, you can do a lot in 5 minutes.
You're deep working your life.
Yes.
Like when I wake up, I'm so focused on, okay, what do I need to do to get out the door before my gym? I need to dress Zaza for school. I need to get this organized. I need to make the bed. I want to clean my space. I want to do my skincare routine. I want to ice roll. I can do all this because I'm completely focused on the task at hand because I'm not immersed in my phone. So if you're waking up and you're on your phone, you're not going to be able to do any of this, in my opinion, effectively because you're distracted with something else.
Yeah, distraction is detrimental.
Right. And I think what you said too about playing fetch with your dog while you're on a call, for me, I find that to be really healthy for my team. That makes me happy to hear that because I wouldn't want them to feel like they're chained to a desk from 9 to 5. It makes me feel good. Even when Mimi, who's worked for us for 10 years, she's the art director of the Skinny Confidential. and she'll text me and be like, hey, I'm going to go out to lunch for an hour and get a coffee and like just chill. I'll be back on my phone at 1. I want her to recharge so she feels her best when she comes to work. She feels fully focused. I don't want a bunch of people that are, you know, dragging their ass because they're tired and they don't feel fulfilled. I want everyone to feel fulfilled. So that when I hope my team is walking when they're on calls. I hope my team is, you know, like playing fetch with their dog. If you can passively multitask, great.